738. Go ahead and take all the
Order
pullbacks on
submitted.
this one up here. We're going to make a new high. Bullish candle strong. Just going to...
Order submitted. Order submitted.
We have the 1 hour IBR down here. That's a really strong move up. This is a 4 hour candle. I'm not looking at the lower time frame right now. I'm looking to a level to get taken, which is this one here. And right here, 21,967 is the high for the week before that drop. $739.
Order submitted.
9 micros on the upside.
Order filled.
740. I don't know if we got news. I don't know what time news is today.
Order. Target filled.
That's what I mean about taking
Target
the
filled.
pullbacks on the 4 hour candle. When it pulls back, especially midway. Got one more micro up there, 741. I think we'll make a push to try to take this high out. Go ahead and close it there.
Order filled.
Let's see what we have. 144 on those scalps. So that's how you would scalp on the 4 hour chart. Of course, these are pre-market 741 right now. Yeah, it looks like we're making a move to push this out. We won't probably break it until the new 4 hour candle forms, so we'll just wait and see. And that's how you would scalp the 4 hour candle. I mean, you can look at that instead of looking at, you know, looking at this here. A strong push to the upside. That's a bullish engulfing candle because you took this out. Now it looks like we're going to go take the high out. Let's see here, 240. $743. $100-some on those scalps. That's all we're doing is just picking up chunks at a time. It's tracing a little bit, 743 right now. That's a pullback.
It looks like a very interesting level. That's why I kind of keep these kind of untested or well tested afternoon pullback highs.
Order submitted.
Late spike highs and lows, late spike bases. That's why I keep them on
Order
there
filled.
because even though they may seem kind of secondary or kind of weaker levels, however, how often they are targeted, how often they offer opportunity, you start to recognize
Order
that they
submitted.
become very important levels, even as obscure as they seem. It seems like this little afternoon pullback low here doesn't really seem to mean much at the time, but again, every time price has approached it, looked above it, has been rejected.
Order
It
submitted.
always means something to somebody overnight. Again, revisit it and reject it. Would be an interesting area for an execution. Is it a short time frame level? Yes. Are we in short time frame control? Yes. Is it a level that short time frame levels might be looking at? Yes. That is the case. It might offer some decent opportunity. Profile yesterday was more of a double distribution, P-shape with a double distribution kind of continuation, move to the upside. It's kind of a strange profile from yesterday. But remember, we did add 6,200 in open interest yesterday, so that is the kind of hint that we saw some
Order submitted.
bigger, longer time frame, maybe medium time frame, maybe longer time frame, bigger speculators eyeing off that level yesterday. Interesting. Again, you know, sometimes the context is very clear. Sometimes the nuances line up very nicely as they did in crude oil yesterday. Right now, the context is range bound. Context is consolidation in the egg base, and the nuances are difficult to come by and not stacked in one direction or another, which makes things a little bit of a challenge for us all. All right.
Order submitted.
We had a look. Our good friend Mick says 3 up days and a downtrend. The following day is going to be a down day. Well, that was nuance number 1. What did we do yesterday as far as openings? We only lost 400 openings yesterday. I would have thought we maybe would have added a whole bunch of openings or lost a bunch of you know, laggard buyers at the high here, but very little change in the open interest. I find that a little bit unusual, but we've got what we're doing today is I think we're monitoring for continuation to the downside after that island top. After all the nuances had us looking to the downside yesterday, there's still a lot of uncertainty.
Order filled.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the Middle East. Probably, you know, something really good could happen. I know we're all praying for some good things to happen all around the world, and we're all praying for
Order
peace.
filled.
I'm hoping that that's the case. I'm hoping that something very good happens, but we don't know what's going to happen. Something contrary to being good might come out today. So you really got to keep your ears and eyes on the news and protect yourself. Protect yourself, because anything can happen. You look at the 30-minute chart. Well, here was our island top, also known by another name that I don't choose. So we have the range from Friday, gapping the range from Monday. That was Monday, right? Monday, Tuesday, Monday, whatever day this was. 11th. One of those days. 10th, 11th, 12th. So this was Monday, Tuesday, to get Wednesday.
Order filled.
Another gap. Okay, that leaves our range with a gap below and a gap below. That's the island top. That's a big reversal pattern. Yesterday we had the opening range, the dead ass high of the day, telling us, okay, sellers are in control from the very beginning. We were short that. I said yesterday we were short that crude trade for so long that crude oil was actually still dinosaurs when we got into that trade, and it took a long time. It took all day for it, but finally we did get the move down to the top of the gap. We finally cleared through the gap by the end of the trading session, and we finally did get to $71, which was really the kind of target. Now that happened last night. Finally, we got to that $71. I was looking for the
Order submitted.
Check this naked point. Hold on, we're at 79.94. But we're still continuing to see sellers into this market. So while the structure is still to the downside, we got to monitor for continuation. How do we monitor for continuation? This is always
Order
difficult.
filled.
It is always subjective. We're looking for
Order filled.
continuing
Order.
high volume.
Order filled.
We're looking for momentum. We're looking for tempo. We're looking for anything that tells us that there are still sellers coming into this market. I think one of the biggest things that's telling us that the sellers are still in this market is the overnight VWAP has been holding resistance as price has been moving lower. It'll be an interesting trading day. We're going to be opening with a gap. We'll be taking the opening range trade here in just a few minutes here in oil, whichever the direction is, and we'll see if we can get another decent trade.
751.
I believe that there is more room to the downside. We can hold down here at 950. You have another naked hold down at 69.
I just basically took all the pullbacks on that.
Still targets to the downside here, and there's a lot of targets down below as well. There's a lot of weaknesses in structure down below, and as long as we continue to go that direction, those will continue to be relatively important. Let's see what we've got going here. Jump here. All right, so the daily chart.
752.
Obviously, the auction to the upside is still higher. It's still moving higher. We need a pullback here. I said that last week. We had a small pullback. I said that yesterday. We had a small pullback. I'm looking for something of a little bit more substantial of a pullback, but I don't get to choose that. So we lost. Well, actually, man, I made a mistake in opening just through.
So now I'm down to 1 micro. That's how I scaled into that.
There's a lot of longs, like I suspected. Let me straighten this out. Sorry about this, folks. So there were a lot of longs. So we suspected we're going to be at the highs here. Okay, we had this low volume 3-day direction trap. A whole lot of longs.
753.
Those longs were the ones that lost that move to the downside, losing 18,000. Again, my apologies. 400 and change that we saw that I was talking about was actually in gold. Pullbacks continue to be bought. So we're not seeing a deeper pullback here just yet.
And that's how you would use micros to scale in on these trades.
Overnight high that I think we may be targeting at some point here soon.
This 4-hour candle. This is basically the high of London.
I don't want to trade that.
That's the low. We've already made this up move going up, so
30-minute chart. Overnight inventory was long. I think we're pretty much
754.
reconciled the overnight inventory. We're seeing this market going off. Couldn't take out the overnight high, traded up to it after the number, relatively close. Just kind of pulling us back into value, back into the range from yesterday. If we can't find buyers against yesterday's high, then we run the risk of pulling into value from yesterday. And on this platform, value
754.
we start to show acceptance below there. That could bring us to lower pricing, to the low of yesterday's value. On this
Right back at the open of the new day.
and we're seeing if we can find some sort
Open here, had that news drop. Came up here, liquidated this news candle. Made a higher high.
right here.
Here's the next high here.
Sorry, 29.2580. Low. So what are we looking at? Overnight inventory was long again, reconciled, kind of a double top up here. See if we get back inside range from yesterday, and then
755.
back inside the value area, and see if we can get some sort of deeper pullback on this. First thing we have to do, folks, is to reaccept below yesterday's high. See if we can get some acceptance there. Get the Dow here.
So that is the micro 3-2. Put the stop loss at 100, give it room to breathe. Of course, I adjust those and move it out or move it closer, depending. 2 micros at 20, 1 at 40.
Short time frame control.
The 20 usually gets taken out pretty quick. And then you have 1 micro, so the risk is minimum. But unless I'm at a good setup, I will hold or move it.
Push lower on the number. Buyers came in, they're us back into range value from the previous day. Overnight inventory not lunch.
756.
Possibly opening with the gap from yesterday's high.
Yeah, looks like we're trying to push that new high.
Overnight high.
300 before the open.
Interesting.
756.
Patient to these areas because without the longer time frame traders, it's gonna be really easy to go looking for trades.
I'm good for 300.
That's my suggestion.
Order
Just
filled.
close that out. As you can see, 300 before the market opened. And that's how you would trade the 4-hour candle on pullbacks, especially when you have a strong move. As soon as this took out, you would just sell. Of course, you got to use price action, but this candle here, it's 757. New 4-hour candle is going to form, but pre-market scalp's 315, right around 300. So we'll wait for the IDR to form and take some more trades.